That was some members of the Lewis and Harris Youth Pipe Band, with thanks to Ashley MacDonald for organising this, and especially since she's on her sick bed in the hospital at the moment. So thank you very much, guys. Isn't it great that we not had just one piper, we had three and a drummer. So they were going off to compete in the Worlds in a couple of weeks, so we wish them the very best of luck for that. And thanks again. Shall we give them another round of applause? Thank you. You're going to hear a lot from me this afternoon because nobody else will talk, and I come from a long line of talkers, so I drew the short straw. So without much further ado, we're just going to keep moving. This has been live streamed, which is why you've got somebody talking, but it's okay, you guys are not on camera. So without much further ado, I'm going to introduce Torquil MacLeod, who's going to tell you what he's going to sing.
Hi folks, it's how you know you're Scottish when that kind of music sends ripples through your veins. Sorry. Thank you, Carol. Always keeps me right. I'm going to sing a Gaelic spiritual song. It was written by Hector McKinnon, who belonged to Bernard A. Harris. Bernard A. Harris in these days, in the 1860s. The song is called Iescaran Galilee, the fishermen of Galilee, and it's portraying after Jesus rose from the dead, the disciples went fishing again, and it pictures the conversation they would have had among themselves, and the longing they had, and the missing that they felt in their hearts, that Jesus wasn't with them. Until eventually they came ashore and Jesus was on the shore preparing a supper for them, introducing himself. And the one they thought was gone was very much alive. And still is very much alive. Iescaran Galilee. Feiken holan et bortevalt, et alle jeskach mang hieren trouw, et al mang horst aanse budva pultjoch, schefans moantjen, nach dŵr at cael. Gwroiad cyn o'r gynchriast yr bord, chadwr at sgiawyr sielian ymron, fang hor ag afish dwi mysgn ymraren, feik sy'n gybrache no melepio. Another anige matchid, lesser reiche sing young husky, on the shen vakriasoch lemon is here scored, skure fioli doluch gnaloin. Van hier was ich nachloi, se haie hesek erisus, kunur at faltje ik langs vraren, na hesu loiru et reinen stuur. Gan ik hiat gumesh schutten rie. Len rike glosjeter uren ski. Gut rik nach horak, ek bieges bordlish. Vavrir en gloror, et hinang heim. An ik solas kjonang ri, gefakiat bjösen jolle di, han auke harajus gassen, gagiat mate, kaksen lin. Gagiat mate, kaksen lin. Slena dies lemilden gedi, sen ische dlogaif maril kan sturen, le loten kori vis urgei. Is alne jore ne lin kurschies, es jade jechin ritevne loik, sheolach girwan te gokeliese, vagaib na vie, Selin. Mani scheif manjes ne gan mi gai, Königen loif gepaskelin, Gefei scheif durch Außeneider Küssen, Le Fosch es suavenes harmonie. I'd like to sing an English hymn, a very well-known English hymn by William Cowper. And through all the difficulties he had in his life, he was able to pen these beautiful and inspirational words, "Oh, for a closer walk with God." Oh, for a closer walk with God, a calm and heavenly friend, a light to shine upon the road that leads me to the land. Where is the blessedness I knew when first I saw the Lord? Where is that soul-refreshing view of Jesus and His word? What peaceful hours once enjoyed, how sweet their memories stood, but they have left an aching void the world can never fill. Return, O holy dove, return, sweet messenger of rest. I hate the sin that made thee mourn and drove thee from my breast. The dearest idol I have known, whate'er that idol be, help me to take it from thy throne and worship only thee. So shall my walk be close with God. Come and serene my frame, and brighter light shall mark the road that leads me to the land.
So the rules were we were supposed to move the stand forward and back. But if that's my job for the day, that's absolutely fine. I'd like to invite onto the stage now two lovely herrics. Not that all herrics aren't lovely. Emma McKinnon from Scadeby and Darren Campbell from Urga. Shall we say that? Tarbert-ish. And we're going to play some flute and piano things. We're going to start with a piece by Phil Cunningham called Lochcatrin's Lady, and it was played recently, so you may well have heard it before. It's a lovely slow air. It was played recently at the King Charles III service of dedication at St Giles to mark his coronation in Scotland. It also went on to say in the paper that he was also given the world's oldest crown jewels, as in the Scottish ones, but it depends if you think they're UK's or Scottish. But yes, so there we go. So we're going to play Lochcatrin's Lady. Would you like to tune? Yes, please. little bit brighter, but with just as reflective a title. It's a tune called Looking at a Rainbow Through a Dirty Window. And it was written many years ago by a northeast flautist from Scotland called Callum Stewart, who wrote this when he was only about 17 or so. And it was a song, the title reflected for him some hope, and hope is important for us all. Today we're here to help raise some money for Wiki, the Western Isles Cancer Care Initiative, and hope is something that Wiki always has. Hope and happiness. It's one of the happiest places in the world to go into, I feel, when we go into Cromwell Street, into the office there. Just to read you a little bit about what Emily Dickinson wrote in 1861, that hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words. So we're going to play a tune without any words called Looking at a Rainbow Through a Dirty Window. And now I'd like to invite to the stage a well-known face probably to you all. Kirsty Watt is going to come up and tell you what she's singing while I get my harp out. The only time I can persuade people to talk is when I'm having to do something else.
So the song I'm going to sing today is called Breistlach. The song was written by Angus MacNeil, or Angus Thew as he was sometimes known as, and it was composed by Donald Shaw of Capercaillie. This is a love song. It talks about a man who's distracted from being apart from his loved one, and that he sees her image everywhere he looks, but he knows that he'll find true happiness when they're reunited. So it's quite a common song. It's a well-known song, so I hope you enjoy it.
Do you want to move out a little bit more into the centre, so you're not squiffy on the knife skin? Okay.
So our next song is a wee bit more upbeat. It's called De Vraca, and this song tells the story of a boat which was owned by a merchant from Braga that went out to sea on Friday. It was expected back on the Saturday, however it didn't return until the Sunday because the rudder broke on the boat and there was a lot of thick fog in the air that night. But they did get back, and the story is walking us through the song is walking us through this story.
And of course it could be an analogy for life as well, that we're all in a boat and we're all on rocky times sometimes, but as long as we manage to get home into harbour, that's fine.
We make it back, yeah.
Yeah.
Sa wat in hertje toni Chune mi vandaras moch sa wat in angweri Hert du överake shehel mi vaintje wele Sakare tachane sa vaku få kelin Geri chunne hakker sutsne potig sietning egin Rana giet yn achgyrstyd charwna bod i'ch fioli Charike giet yn langen nwna sketchen na bioat Ach rike giet y fyroch rein skilin hort yn iaror Nach banesoch yn eoction garike nisle sieddi Kiet gaine hakkens maar sanje donnen ploege hat chike bod ich veraker ik verach rein in jurschen va eskeren se valle show chudig yat hosurach nach lege glechen anjeles rechach en huch huepad Horo gunne misker fakke mi sholig Horo gunne misker fakke mi sholig Horo gunne misker fakke mi sholig Dolles kjone vrakke mokste vad din hertje doni Wrong time.
Okay, I'm going to invite Margot McLean and Cathy MacArthur to come up. And while they're setting up, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Wiki. So Wiki, the Western Isles Cancer Care Initiative, is a wonderful organisation based here in Stornoway, but covers the whole of the Western Isles. They exist to offer a range of treatments and therapies that go alongside the traditional therapies that you have when you're diagnosed with cancer, but they also support all of those who are affected by cancer. So that's not just the people that are going through all the treatments, it's also their spouses and partners and families. They offer a variety of treatments. We can see at any one time you can access things like Reiki, Indian head massage, oncology massage, there's craft classes, there's women's groups, and at any time Caroline and Helen are absolutely happy to see anybody come in and have a cup of tea with them if they want to chat about things. They also offer, and this is a really important thing, specific support to help with the financial implications of attending mainland mostly, and here appointments as well, because there's an added cost to that. A very young friend of ours, of Kirsty and ours, has just been diagnosed, and they're a one-wage family, and so without help from Wiki, we've given them the information. Whether they access it or not, we don't need to know that. But if they didn't access the help to get to the mainland, that's going to cost a lot of money over and above, because the health service don't pay for everything. So all your costs involved with that. So it's very good that Wiki are there, working in partnership with Macmillan Cancer Support to do those sort of things. And you can see up at the back, we have a stand with Helen there. She's got lots of leaflets. You'll see on the pews, if you want to donate any money, you can do that with a QR code, specifically to Wiki. You can put money in their bucket that they've got. If you want, you can buy a key ring or a little tag that says Wiki on it. And or ask Helen, you feel free to ask Helen about anything to do with cancer care on the island. That didn't take long, so that's good. I'll just get out of your way.
Thank you. We're going to do two songs. They're actually Southern American gospel songs. One is Because He Lives, inspired by the words of Jesus in John 14, verse 19, and the other one is Further Along, which is of disputed authorship. It's the oldest known print, was dated 1911. You might know them. I don't know. This is a...
It's why I love you, 13 days before
Ang.
Rock us song.
Tempted and tried, we're oft made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living about us, never been tested, going the wrong. Further along, we'll know all about it. Further along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brothers, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When death comes and taking our loved ones, leaves our homes so lonely and drear, then we do wonder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Further along, we'll know all about it. Further along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brothers, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When we see Jesus coming in glory, when He comes strongly so in the sky, then we shall meet Him in that bright mansion. We'll understand it all by and by. Further along, we'll know all about it. Further along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brothers, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. We'll understand it all by and by.
Thank you, ladies. That was just absolutely great. And my involvement with Wiki is as their song therapist. I take the Singing for Health group on a Monday. When we initially took the idea to Helen and Wiki in, I think it was February 2019 or thereabouts. And then we started that summer, and ever since then we've had transient people. What's great about the Singing for Health is you don't have to come every week. You can come sporadically. It's not a choir that rehearses to perform, so we don't do the same. We choose a theme every month, or I choose a theme every month, and then some people have a bit. I'm laughing. There's 4 people here that are part of the Singing for Health, the core, and they're laughing that I'm saying there is a democracy, but actually, if I don't like the tune, they don't get to do it. So everybody's welcome. Singing for Health is a big thing. It's great that Wiki have supported this right from the very start. We went because a lady had approached me to do it, saying that she'd been part of a choir in Wales called 10 of Us, Come and Sing, and they had been doing proper scientific research where they discovered that an hour's worth of singing can reduce all the inflammatory markers in your body, so for any kind of chronic disease, but especially to help treatments work, singing is really good for you. And we've all known for years that singing's good for you and you get taking your oxygen and stuff like that. But who'd have thought there were things going on in your body that you just don't know about that reduce all your inflammatory markers. So it's really good for you. So everybody's welcome. We meet on a Monday at 2:30 in Wiki at Cromwell Street. Everybody's welcome. We don't ask if anyone has a connection with cancer because pretty much everybody does in some way or another. My own journey started 23 years ago, and touch wood, I'm still here, so that's absolutely fine. And so luckily I've never needed the services of Wiki themselves, but at the time I wish there had been something like that. There wasn't even a Maggie's. And so, yes, it was quite a lonely journey to start off with, but here we all still are, and thanks to the guys for coming to sing. So you're not going to get auditions. There's no auditions for this group either, so you don't need to be able to sing, or if you feel you can't sing, we still welcome people with open arms. They don't know what they've got coming to them a week on Monday when we start back in Wiki, but at Bethesda this coming Monday, because I've got hooked on vocal straws. So we'll be doing things with glasses of water and straws. So we have a lot of fun. So they're going off flip now. They're off to Google vocal straws. So yes, without much further ado, I'm going to invite Catherine Morrison to come up and sing now. And she's going to sing a couple of songs that are close to her heart. And thankfully we got a little practice before we had to practice the other day, but we got a little practice because everybody's coming down with lurgies, and that does affect your voice. So yeah, I can hear the coughing. So are you doing right first? It always helps to know what people are doing. And I might have to get into that key. If anyone's interested, this is a lever harp, and it's a diatonic instrument, which means basically it just only has white notes. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So I have to go in and out of different keys, so I can't play chromatic key things. So luckily, traditional music is absolutely ideal. But yeah, I just have to get in the right key. So.
The next song is She Is Navin, which people will know from Mary Ann Kennedy has sung this, and it's an African gospel song when they worship God.
I'm there.
You ready? You go first.
Is KLS is grunnen skjedd, vi styr mina tjen. Åraren rachemitjes, hukemitjes. Åraren rachemitjes, navin leche. Nur chai mi shies gan navin inje. Gorn is a film fagoye. Skoja vim kruskans krunnen shed. Vike styr min at hem. O ferrichen rachemitschies, huggemitschies. O ferrichen rachemitschies, gornissen navin lechel. Nur chai mi shies gan navin inje, gornis a film fagoye. Skojev eleses krunnen skedvike, styr min at hem. O arichen rachemitschies, huggemitschies. O arichen rachemitschies, gornissen navin lechel. Nur chai mi shies gan navin inje, gornis a film fagoye. Skoja vim kruskans krunnen shed, vike styr min at hem. Varichen rachemitschies, huggemitschies, nach jekschies. Varichen rachemitschies, gornissen navin lechel. Nur chai mi shies gan navin inje, gornis a film fagoye. Skoeles krunnen shed, vike styr min at hem.
Oh, bad news, I've lost my notebook now. Have you got a book line? Would I take? No, it's a notebook. No, I had it when I was at the. No. It's. Oh, here we go. It's on the piano keyboard. Thank you. Sorry. Campbell Mackenzie's going to come up and entertain us now. He's going to be singing 3 numbers. I'll leave him to introduce them. I'll join him for the second one and then opt out for the third, but he's going to tell you.
Do the harp one.
Oh, do the heart one first. Okay. Right, that's fine. In that case, that needs to go just to the side. Because,
Can I see this?
yes, because we need big screen. So the great thing about these iPads, is that you can make things larger.
For the blind.
Well, the reason I have a big one is so I don't have to wear my glasses when I'm playing. But we need to enlarge it even more for...
dull.
Yeah, that's okay.
This is Mochain Chalin, a love song from Uist, I believe. I think it means literally my crying love. So it is a love song, but hopefully suitably contemplative. Anyway, with that.
It is now, not at the speed we were doing it the other day though.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice and gentle.
Stu juger morlikes, mohekse morreshe, stu chase harman krie, kurvunager gwes, mos church in the cloth is alamos beir, stu Charle mer halach, moheg mizke. Horo mochen chalim, gertuse mogel. Horo mochen chalim, na malach hakel. Horo mochen chalim, gertuse mogel. Dong ruag ich hamashach, took me more. Stu den Harry is humen gay. Stu mogrian is mo yadoch, mahul is more. Stu aivas vatin is kele mochre. Smorian is mohalus is an higher nach tre. Horo mochen chaling gertuse mogel. Horo mochen chaling na malach hakel. Horo mochen chaling gertuse mogel. Dong ruag ich hamashach gentug mi moher. Stu mogachi mover, mohaskes is my. Stu mein blauens in kalje, azavin e fleur. Stu eivnes kakumbaher, more krages, more rune, is too mochen chalin, is an ire more Horo mochen chalin, gertuse mogel. Horo mochen chalin, na malach hakel. Horo mochen chaling, gertuse mogel. Dong ruag ich hamashach, gentug mi moher. The next thing is an arrangement of Psalm 6 from the 1650 Scottish Psalter, which is a favourite psalm of mine. It's particularly as the psalmist is remonstrates with God. Who is he that will to thee? Because those that deceased are, of thee shall no remembrance have. And who is he that will to thee give praises lying in the grave? So it gives you license to be angry with God. It's almost cheeky. And I've juxtaposed this with words from Gil na Hógia, an epic Gaelic poem by William Mackenzie, the bard Concuspig. Basically about grieving for his late wife. He buries her in St. Columba's graveyard in Eye, and then has to emigrate with his family to Canada. So it's tragic, but it also gets theological and metaphysical. It's a bit like the Stanley Spencer painting, The Resurrection at Cookham, imagining the resurrection in somewhere familiar and of this world. So I'm going to start in Gaelic, based on my abilities. Hang on.
Do you want me?
Yes, I'd like, hang on, no, I'm on it. Okay. No, I don't need it. The tune is by John Holden, a mid-18th century composer, probably for the University Chapel of Glasgow. And it's actually featured on their latest CD. So I think they must have been there in the 18th century as well. Anyway. Get a gather sheen and jean, be she again nach Columba, Nuare Hanyache, sheen a rish, be fear and tall, na yalder sun. Rache gartine les gulje skanye knai na chaier gain nuare chranche les red a chiren ke sagen nicht. Lord, in thy wrath, rebuke me not, nor in thy hot rage chasten me. Lord, pity me, for I am weak. Heal me, for my bones vexed be. My soul is also vexed sore, but Lord, how long stay wilt thou make return, O Lord, my soul set free. O save me for thy mercy's sake, because those that deceased are of thee shall no remembrance have. And who is he that will to thee give praises lying in the grave? God hath my supplication heard, my prayer receive it graciously. Shamed and sore vexed be all my foes, shamed and back turned suddenly.
See.
Okay, this is a hymn. Ian McMillan, our best man, got married in darkest England at Clearwell Castle near Cheltenham. Thea is English, but her father is Scottish, and it was a very kilty sort of wedding. Lots of kilts, lots of Scots, but in a quintessentially English setting. And this is the hymn they chose. Hills of the North rejoice. And all these Scots were coming down. It just reminded me of Bonnie Prince Charlie arriving in Derby with an invading Jacobites, which was quite funny. Anyway, middle C. Hills of the North rejoice, river and mountain spring. Hark to the Advent voice, valley and lowland sing. Though absent long, your Lord is nigh. He judgment brings and victory. Isles of the southern seas, deep in your coral caves, blame pent to beach warring breeze, lulled by your restless waves. He comes to reign with boundless sway and makes your ways his great highway. Lands of the east awake, soon shall your sons be free. The sleep of the ages break and rise to liberty. On your far hills, long cold and grey, has dawned the everlasting day. Shores of the utmost west, ye had awaited long, unvisited, unblessed, break forth in swelling song. High rise the notes that Jesus died, yet lives and reigns the crucified. Shout while ye journey home, songs be in every mouth. Lo, from the north we come, from east and west and south. City of God, the bond are free, we come to live and reign in thee.
And now I'd like to invite Kirsty Watt back up to sing to you as well, unaccompanied at first, and then she's going to invite me to accompany her on a song that we first did together. We recorded it when I think she was still a teenager.
Over 10 years ago.
I know, and she's not a teenager anymore.
No, sadly not.
O ein glyn gwaith, fer dy choddis chadwyl dy ffas, cwbach och nyn dwal, segu camalwbach sues gyfar. Si do ferse jes ring, egak mi chodsin legrach, snachel kronar strinch, o fwfach doch hin gytain. Ach get hug mi mogel, nachet mich le, chapekile boch truach, rishne haring mi sues marier. Ach führen Jesur, jerigen Stück wein chas, Gianne fühliren drück, lische hunne nach Dudachstraat. I ein, jegel, keimule Chatug myshe mos besh, da yerele von grein nach u, es chat horas doye, gusen karer mochresen uv. Get the hinu raim fuar, velu ni ein ruas mi am chas, slwyd lagus wad, chwrn cael gymwfwan ddograch. Ach machych yn mi bwy, sgyndoch o sin mi dwan o derach. Am o fi anoch gyddi, sfiach yn tygwt hyn y siad.
So this is my final song that I'll be singing for you today, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you for listening. Hope you've had a good afternoon, and a big thank you to Carol for inviting me here as well. So we're going to sing Jimmy Movilas Thor. This is a song I learned when I was 17, so it wasn't yesterday, and it's one that myself and Carol recorded back in 2013. Together. So we thought we would do it again, and
If anybody's interested in hearing the version that we recorded then, because we couldn't remember how we did it, it's totally different. Well, not, it's in the same key. That's about the only song. If you Google on SoundCloud, Carol Miller, Kirsty Watt, Jimmy Movilas Thor, you'll hear it in all its glory, recorded by the wonderful Keith Morrison in the wee studio when it really was a wee studio, and not for his big studio that's still called the wee studio now. Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Gusen kors i gjense
it's my turn now to play some harp music to send you to sleep. It was the piper's job always to take you into war, and the harpers in the clan, it was their job to put you to sleep at night. So that's what their job was. And sadly, after Culloden, that tradition was broken, and so a lot of the harp music we have now, we don't actually know if it was harp music or not. Some pieces that have come from the old collections, like the Angus Fraser collection, we think are harp tunes because they fit on the harp. But of course the harp wasn't like this either. It was only about 19 strings, much more portable, because could you imagine Rory Dalmorrison from Bragger taking something this size all the way down to Dunvegan Castle and playing in for the clan chief there. So they were little, and they weren't made of gut strings, they were made of wire strings, which have a totally different technique. I don't have the fingernails, they're played with fingernails. I was recently teaching at the Harrisfage, and there was a young lad there that I got so excited with, because he'd never touched a harp before, but was playing fingernail technique without even thinking about it. And so I've given him some details about where he can get proper lessons from a wire-strung player, that because he was so thrilled that he was playing it correctly. He looked just the part. I do possess a wire-strung harp, and I did take it down for him to have a shot on, and he just looked the part. You know, sometimes people go in front of an instrument and they just look wrong. He absolutely looked right. Anyway, first of all, I'm going to play a Gaelic song that was written by Runrig, but it's all about the circle of life. It's become an anthem within the choirs. They sing it all the time, and it's got quite a religious background. The strength of Runrig's songs is a lot of them are actually about their faith and not just about what you think. I was singing Every River for years thinking it was a love song, and it isn't. It's about Callum MacDonald's faith, and it came into his head a Black Isle show, and when the band were playing, and he'd had to go for a walk, get it into his head as much as he could, then came back on and buttered whatever out of his drums at the back of Runrig, and then had to go and write it down the minute he was off stage. But so it's a strong song, will have many meanings to many different people. And so this is Cearcail Huan. It's all about the steering a circuit through your lives, sailing a dark boat lost in the sea's grips. You were back to the Bragger boat again, with the wind on your back. The sea is calm, but it's wild, and it's also vast. And so hopefully one day you'll come back to the coastal meadows in the west, where the days begin. Well, I think the days begin in the east, because that's where the sun comes up. But anyway, so this is Cearcail Huan. Sing along if you know the words. Yes, I'm going to play one more in a second, but I've just got a few thank yous as well. It was good of Kirsty to remind me to say thank you to people. And so I'd like to say thank you to Helen for bringing Wiki to the fore in the islands. She was all on her own for quite some time, and with the backing of the board, obviously. And for supporting Hebridean Harmony, all of you, which I've heard sing along to some of them, so you'd be very welcome. But I'd also like to say thank you to Noel, who decided not to take part because he's in charge of the live streaming, so he's up there, so we can give him a bit of a round of applause. It's also Noel's fault that the church is really warm, because he put the heating on. So thanks to Noel for that as well. And thank you to Torkel for being an inspiration as ever. He comes up with these ideas and I fall in line, and sometimes I think it should go under the, well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. But also thank you to you for coming out, and to the congregation and the minister here at St Columba's, because they've been very generous. We aren't part of this congregation, and it's a fantastic congregation, I would say, but we're not part of it, but they've allowed us to use their premises, which is really a fine thing to do, and for us to be able to raise some money for Wiki. So thank you very much to the congregation and the minister. And thank you to everybody who's taken part. Everybody today has provided their services for absolutely nothing, and so that if anybody has enjoyed it and wants to pop some money in the box, then feel free. Everything is going to Wiki today, absolutely everything. So thank you very much. So I'm going to play a piece now by a young harpist called Ailey Robertson. It's called Sands of Hosta. Hosta Beach is in North Uist, and hopefully I won't make a mess of it, because I haven't had much time to practice this week with all these singers to accompany. So, but I'd like to dedicate this to Torkel, because apparently this makes him cry. So just lie back, imagine white sands, peaceful. Yeah, it's a beautiful tune. Did you cry? I'm going to invite Catherine Morrison to come back and sing a very well-known song to you, and you can join in if you know the words. All right. All right. That's okay. I can't get all these chords to stick in my head these days, so that's absolutely fine. Quite near to the end. We've got another couple of items. The next item is Torkel is going to come back and sing to you, and then we're all going to come up to the stage and sing to you the 23rd Psalm to Brother James's ear, and the words are going to be up on the wall, so there'll be no excuses for joining in. This is not an audition for Stornoway Singers or Hebridean Harmony or anything like that, or Tongue Gaelic Choir. They're desperate for people, by the way. And so, yes, we'd like to hear some good singing at the end. We just thought, we're a bit fly, really. We just thought that if we got everybody up at the end, and then maybe you should stand to sing, that would ensure that we had a standing ovation. But either way, you can sit to sing if you want. Torkel is going to introduce his music now. Which one are you going to choose?
I'd just like to thank Carol. She's the power behind the throne, who encourages us all, who is patient with us, who takes us for practices whenever we feel we need that. And she helps so willingly for nothing, gives us of her time and her expertise, and we as a group are very thankful for that. I'm going to sing a song. It's just a short song that always appears in the Billy Graham songbooks. It reminds me of when I was first converted and when I was young in Glasgow. We used to sing it, and it's called Sharon's Rose.
Do you want an intro?
Sing me a song of Sharon's rose, fairest and sweetest flower that grows in that fair land across the seas, emblem of Christ who died for me. Sweet rose of Sharon, blooming for me. Jesus, it is the emblem of thee, beautiful flower, fairest that grows. I'm glad that I found thee, sweet Sharon's rose. Oft had I wandered o'er life's rough ways, like a lost sheep that had gone astray, till one glad day I found repose. Now in my heart blooms Sharon's rose, sweet rose of Sharon, blooming for me. Jesus, it is the emblem of thee, beautiful flower, fairest that grows. I'm glad that I found thee, sweet Sharon's rose. Bloom on, sweet flower, and point the way to that fair land of perfect day, where I shall lift my longing gaze on Sharon's rose through endless days. Sweet rose of Sharon, blooming for me. Jesus, it is the emblem of thee, beautiful flower, fairest that grows. I am glad that I found thee, sweet Sharon's rose.
Another one.
No,
Oh,
doing
we're
the
going
psalm.
straight.
Yeah.
Right. No, F.
Was it?
Give me a minute.
D of this.
You can start actually. Just give them a minute. There was, you and Cam were going to say. It was F we sang it in earlier.
Okay.
So, these two, yes. I think that's because they've worked out a harmony. So just give them an F chord.
The Lord's my shepherd, I not want. He makes me down to lie. In pastures green he leadeth me, the quiet waters by. In pastures green he leadeth me, the quiet waters by. My soul he doth restore again, and me to walk of me. Within the paths of righteousness, in forest lonely stay. Within the paths of righteousness, in forest lonely stay.
Thank you. So, thank you everyone for coming. Helen's at the door with a bucket. We used to say in concerts that were empty by donation, but we stopped saying that and said, it's free, but you have to pay to leave. So, so only if you feel that you want to, you can make a donation. If you haven't got your money with you, and you can see little leaflets on the pews that have got QR codes that you can donate that way later if you want, if you so wish. Anyway, thank you very much for everybody for coming out. Thank you for being a very appreciative audience, and we'll see you all again soon.